What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Andor skills lesson. Today, we're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to take a break from the typical skills lessons, and we are going to work on some plants. But we're going to do it in a little bit different way. Some of you guys may have done this before. Some of you probably haven't. But what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and grow our own plant in its own ecosystem. So stay tuned and follow along. All right, so here's what we're going to need for today's lesson, okay? And you can sub out any of these materials for something different, okay? Most important thing we're going to need is some kind of bottle. The bigger, the better. You can use a 2-liter. I picked up this old glass one that I have. We recycle glass in our house, so we keep a lot of the old glass containers. The most important thing, though, is it's going to need to have a top that either twists on really well or this one snaps on pretty good so it can't let moisture back out of the bottle, okay? That's very important for this. Next, we're going to need some soil of some type. I happen to have some potting soil sitting around the house, but if you don't, it's okay. Just go outside, get a couple handfuls of dirt. That should be plenty. And then if you want to, get some rocks and things like that. I would get just a little bit. And then most importantly, we're going to need our plant. So I happen to have these laying around the house. I think I bought these like 4 or 5 years ago and just kind of forgot that they existed. So the big important thing is we're going to look over here at growing height. We're going to make sure on these ones, these Cosmos, they only go about 3 to 4 inches. So they'll be fine inside of here. So grab your stuff and let's head on out and let's figure out what we need to do next. Now that we're outside, let's go ahead and look and see what we're going to do. I actually did pick up a few rocks. You might want some kind of push rod. I happen to have these metal straws, but you can use just about anything as long as it can get down to the bottom of your bottle. You're going to need that here in a little bit. Let's show you why. So let's do this. Let's open up our bottle here real quick. We are going to take some of our rocks first, and we're going to just gently push this down into the bottom. And what this does is this creates our base so the soil isn't sitting directly on the bottom all by its lonesome self, okay? That's going to help with some drainage, okay? I'm actually going to grab a few more rocks and just put it on there. Let's see here. I'm going to grab a few more rocks. I happen to have some over here. And we're going to pull it out. My backyard is eroding. And so luckily I have some stuff like that just laying around. So we're going to go ahead and finish putting some rocks in here. You don't want too many, okay? Just a nice little layer like that on the bottom. That's more than plenty, okay? So next what we're going to do is we're going to get our soil and we're going to get it in there. Now, if you don't have a funnel like I don't, what you can do is take a piece of paper and you can just twist it. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. We're going to twist the paper or roll it on one end. Tell you what, I'm going to cut video and we're going to come back and you'll see the finished funnel. Alright guys, so as you can see, I've got my paper curled up, so that allows me to funnel it in on the bottom there, just like that. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to gradually grab some handfuls of dirt and we're going to put it inside of our bottle here. Take your time, don't put too much in, and it's okay to get a little bit messy here. Alright, now that we got our soil in the bottle here, what we're going to do is we're going to gently grab a few seeds. I would say anywhere between 3 and 10. I would not put any more. It depends totally on the plant you're using. I even thought about this. One thing that would be cool to grow in this is if you could take grass seeds. Just go outside. Right now it's spring. We have a lot of things that are blooming. Try and grab the seeds off of them. That might be a really cool thing to try. We've got violets and bluets and all kinds of different things that are blooming right now. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a couple of these seeds and gently place them in the bottom here, okay? Alright guys, so now I have my seeds in here. Remember that little metal rod I had earlier? Just find a stick or something like that, and what we're going to do is we're going to just gently push these just underneath the soil. You don't want to go too far or anything like that. We're just gently pushing these up underneath the soil. Alrighty. Good. Good. That looks good. Just like that, okay? Nothing crazy. Again, just wanting to. And if you can, try and spread them out amongst the bottom of your jar as well, okay? Awesome. Now what we're going to do is simply take this inside. We're going to add, now this is very important, okay? it is very easy to add too much water to our mix here. So I'm going to measure this out using measuring spoons, okay? And I'm only going to be putting in about 4 teaspoons of water max. And it depends solely on how big your bottle is and how big the container is. Because if you put too much water in, okay? It's one thing I like about some of these lids is I use one to where I can take it off again. Because if I accidentally put too much in, I can take it off and the water will evaporate out over time, okay? But if you put too much in and you have one of these ones that's sealed, you're not going to be able to adjust the water, okay? The idea is that once we put our water in, that's it. We put this by the window and we'll just have it sitting there, and you'll be able to see over the next few weeks, you'll be able to watch your plants grow. But what's really cool is the water will never escape. It'll actually condense up here near the neck of the bottle, and it'll flow back down. And you'll have a completely self-contained ecosystem. Awesome. And that's all there is to it, guys. Once you've put the water inside of your bottle, put it by a window and get ready to just sit back and watch it work. So I would love to see pictures and videos, comments. Tell me what you guys are planting, and I would love to see some pictures of what your plants turn out to be. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this week's skill lesson. Look forward to seeing you guys next time on Friday.